Welcome to the Great Wrestling Debate, everybody. We are. Oh, this was the Go Home show, I believe,
Yeah, which
to
I guess the words
to
of the
Survivor
Salamaster, they've
Series.
done a shitty job building this pay-per-view up.
Yeah, I did see I didn't see the video yet, but I saw I saw that he posted.
Yeah.
Is it? Will you pay $50 or something for Survivor
Yeah,
Series?
and his answer is no.
Right now,
No
yeah,
no one should.
yeah. I don't. I mean, I just don't think. I don't feel like they really build like top to bottom. Like it doesn't seem like they have a
They built
long
Monday
term
Night
plan.
Raw,
Yeah.
Country Raw
Yeah.
with the Florida Georgia line.
And next week, and they already have Michael Strahan next host.
I feel
guest
like this is
host.
like a shot at Monday Night Football. I feel like that's a shot.
Yeah, I
Probably
mean,
because they've been getting their asses kicked in the ratings. And you know how
Yeah.
Vince is. He's a sore loser, so
yeah,
we'll probably see
Yeah.
something.
As a football fan,
There's gonna be a Monday Night Football shot
Yeah.
in there.
yeah, as a
You
football
remember
fan,
the Trish Stratus?
you know.
I'm sorry. Do you remember the Trish Stratus show on Benjamin Skit? They made for the
Hey.
Terrell Owens and
No,
what actress was it? Skit? Because that's just Vince there being like his
Yeah.
usual. Oh well, yeah, NFL. Oh yeah, offensive. Oh yeah, I'll make fun of that.
yeah, but yeah, I mean, I guess we'll kind of figure out here heading into this pay per view. I mean, I mentioned last week, kind of like them doing the main event that they did on Raw last night.
Mhm.
I guess they're going to do a 5-on-5
Yeah.
with a lot of the same people, but now with Rey Mysterio, who
He's
returned.
back. Yeah,
Yeah,
he finally got his knees fixed. His knees
Yeah.
are finally fixed now.
Yeah, and I mean that I know that'll get some people excited, but I mean at this point, I mean he seems to get hurt too often to really be like.
Well, that's why
It-
there was this whole idea of don't rush back.
Yeah,
Because you rush back, you get hurt again.
Yeah.
Then you're on the side. Then you're on the signs again for a couple of months.
yeah,
And I actually think his contract's coming up too.
yeah,
And if you keep getting hurt, good luck trying to motivate people to want to keep buying you and
Yeah.
renewing your contract.
and at this point in his career, I mean he's kind of been a mid-carder basically. And,
Yeah, but-
I mean
But the kids love him.
kids love him. Yeah,
I mean, you always see Rey Mysterio mask everywhere in the
Yeah.
crowd. I mean, they kind of vanished because he hasn't
Yeah.
been on television in a while. But
yeah,
when he was always on television, you would always notice Rey Mysterio mask everywhere,
yeah,
especially in the front row.
yeah. But
So you can't deny the guy doesn't have marketing powers.
yeah, marketing power, but I mean, like as far as like a big impact, I don't, But anyhow, I mean, they have that match going with the Wyatt family mixed in there, and
No, the Shield.
the
Yeah.
Shield.
It's the Shield and the Real Americans against the
Oh yeah, that's right.
the Usos,
kinda-
the tag team champions, and Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that's right. They kind of changed things up there.
The Wyatts are facing Team what's it like Team Best and Team Beard or something.
Yeah, I guess that's what they're calling it.
What did Pumpkin and call his team? It was the Best and the Beard.
Yeah, I don't quite know what they were calling it, but
I think it was the Best and the Beard.
yeah. All right. I mean, I guess-
I think that's what they call it.
Yeah. But I mean,
Mhm.
the start of the show, I don't know. I don't know. Triple H
Did
and
they get a
Stephanie
pop?
returning. Who's that? You mean?
Triple H and
Ri-
Stephanie McMahon.
I don't know. I mean, I guess they got a little bit of a pop.
Didn't really hear your chorus of boos.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. Just me. I don't know. I mean, I get it. It's Nashville. My God, Tennessee people can't be that stupid.
yeah,
They have to have seen the product.
yeah. And I mean, I don't know. It's like that. The opening segment was to set up Brad Maddox get destroyed by Randy Orton.
Though he did get a pop. He did get a
Yeah.
nice pop.
Yeah, he did get a little offense in there.
No. I mean, like his smart ass comment to Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious, especially the way he did it. I just want to say that it was all Vicky's fault.
yeah,
It was just the way he did it. I think it was great. No, but I think his match was pretty good.
yeah. And then
I mean, he got his ass kicked pretty much,
Yeah.
but yeah, no.
and then there was the whole visual and sound of the microphone getting beat against his
Oh my
head
God, yeah.
constantly.
And you kind of hear Orton
Boom.
Orton's like talking smack like while it's going. It kind of picks up on the
Yeah.
microphone. It's
Yeah,
like, you stupid. Ah.
yeah, yeah. So that was pretty good, but yeah, it did feel like there's too much comedy though. Aside from that, there's the whole Vicky and AJ. I don't
Mhm.
know. It kind of felt like a waste of
That
time.
wasn't really a match.
Yeah, it was like it was supposed to be like a setup match, but yeah,
And
it
and
was like
and
a
and I don't know, was AJ a heel again, or I mean a
yeah,
face, a
yeah,
face
that
again?
that too. I mean, I don't know. And then there's the whole what was it, Broadway Brawl or whatever.
You know,
Sandow.
you know what? That match is actually something I wouldn't mind they do more of.
If it was taken a little more seriously, because I mean, they have they had the drum heads that look like they're made of paper,
Yeah,
and and then all the stringed instruments,
yeah.
the guitars that didn't have strings on them. Does that make any sense? And like the pinfall like looked a little odd too, like
Yeah.
laying in the Sandow laying in the drum, I guess, and his shoulder was kind of up, and I don't know.
I don't know.
It was like it was very odd, questionable, and I
don't.
didn't know what they were trying
It
to.
was when I first heard it. I'm like, wait, is Vince Russo hired as WWE writer again? This sounds like one of these like pinata on a pole matches that
Yeah.
he was known for in WCW. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Ty, just look it up on YouTube. Pinata on a pole match. It's time in WCW. It's gonna have a pinata.
Yeah, Google.
But no, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, yeah, believability, but I think most hardcore matches are unbelievable. Let's face it, if somebody got smacked with a chair in the face, they'd be unconscious probably.
Yeah,
For real. I mean, you got to phone out reality for a second.
Yeah. it just looked a little silly.
I thought it was funny when it was in Nashville and Dolph Ziggler ended by doing the Jeff Jarrett strut and then whacking him
Yeah.
instead of with a guitar.
Yeah, but then on the other hand, it's like it makes Sandow look kind of silly
Yeah.
when the idea, Ziggler has been the guy who has been like in the doghouse as of late.
Which should be a good sign for Ziggler fans because if he's
Maybe.
beating a guy that WWE officials are high on and Sandow, that's
Yeah.
good news for Ziggler.
But I
Maybe
mean,
he's
I
out of
don't
the
know. It's like,
doghouse.
I mean, but then again, I mean, it's like it's not like Sandow has had any incredible momentum either. I mean, he's been showing good signs of potential, but
it was a hard-fought match, Tyler. It was like anybody got buried
Yeah.
in this match here.
no. But I mean, it seems like sometimes WWE's chasing their tail with these guys. And
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the future.
We'll see,
Let's,
yeah.
let's not say one match killed Sandow. And
I'm not saying it did. I'm just saying like feel free to have Sandow.
I'm just saying based
beat
on what
guys
I heard, especially when he had Triple H do the whole, well, I don't even know what the hell it does, and I was like, I don't care. And it's like, yeah, don't care. You might just lose some ratings to an amazing Monday Night Football game that's going on right now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't care. Who gives a shit at this point?
Yeah.
Who cares what the hell we do out there? I mean, I did say that I could wrestle a broomstick and it would be more entertaining than half of the roster. I mean,
Yeah.
when you say that, what the hell should the fans care about half the roster then?
Yeah. And other than that, I mean, then of course Biggie Langston wins the Intercontinental Championship.
I saw that coming.
Yeah, I think everybody saw that coming.
As soon as Curtis Axel said the amazing words on SmackDown to Ryback, where I'm not a Paul Heyman guy either anymore.
Yeah.
You knew, this title's coming off faster than
Yeah.
because the only reason why he had any shot at a push was because he had one of the most talkable managers as his manager.
Yeah.
As soon as he lost the talking head, that was it. He's Michael McGillicuddy again, pretty much. Just Curtis Axel and a better theme music. Theme music, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, however worker, but my God, he just never improved his mic skills.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you got to have the total package to be the total package.
Yeah. And then Ryback and Big Show had a match.
Oh yeah, the match, the match that we all thought was going to happen
last week.
Next year's WrestleMania.
And last week we were saying how they might end up facing each other at WrestleMania, and well, they already kind of did it here.
You know what? Show Shock, which I heard was supposed to be the big finish at Mania with Ryback. Could he pick up Big Show for Show Shock? But you know what though? The whole Goldberg rumor is still going around there. It looked like he was going to pick him up and attempt a jackhammer on the Big Show. And if you all remember past the videos of Goldberg, he used to do this to Paul Wright in WCW easily.
Yeah.
Now, granted, Paul White's gained a few pounds since then.
Yeah.
But still, it was impressive to watch a
Yeah.
Bill Goldberg do that. And we see Ryback trying and not being able to do it, probably a shot on his part.
Yeah.
You're not Bill Goldberg. Boom.
Yeah, the second time around.
Yeah, but here's the weirdest thing too here. That loss with this whole rumor now of a Ryback face turn and possibly a Brock Lesnar match at the Royal Rumble now.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems all weird now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it didn't totally seem like, I don't know, and Ryback was like doing a, when he was setting up for his meat hook clothesline, he hasn't really set it up like that since he was a baby face, So yeah, I mean, I don't know what,
Well, I mean, the whole Lesnar feud is supposed to use that Heyman blames Ryback for his injuries.
Yeah.
So it's payback, and now it's time to bring in the Beast back.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. Clearly, Brock Lesnar is going to win because if Brock Lesnar is going to face The Undertaker, he's got to have momentum going into WrestleMania.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's a given.
I mean, really, who gives a crap if Ryback faces Bill Goldberg at WrestleMania? Sounds like it probably, even if officials want to see it happen, it probably won't happen because if it happens, supposedly they want Ryback to beat Goldberg.
Yeah.
And Goldberg has said constantly, if he's coming back for one match, he's not losing that one match.
Yeah.
He's not going to lose it to a guy that supposedly is the wannabe version of Bill Goldberg.
Yeah.
Because that drives him insane sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those things. I guess we got to monitor and see how
Yeah, we'll see.
See what Goldberg Ryback.
Oh, see, there you go.
Right.
You see Goldberg's reason why he doesn't want a job with this guy. God, you kidding? They won't tell him about it then.
See how Ryback on SmackDown. See if they.
I think Ryback needs a Goldberg match
face.
more than Goldberg needs a Ryback match.
Yeah.
Just because I think Ryback's getting to the point now where he's sick and tired of these Goldberg chants.
Yeah.
And maybe just getting his ass kicked by Bill Goldberg will shut everybody the hell up then.
Yeah. Ryback's still got a career ahead of him to try to build here. For Goldberg, I mean, it's just to please his son.
It's a payday.
A payday, and
but
please
at the same time, if the Rock's not coming back, you need some former guy to come back.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I mean, that's what W's mentality has been. We need to have some old fart come back for one more match.
Yeah.
If it's not Bill Goldberg, it has to be Hulk Hogan. Then. I mean, God knows we don't want to see that man in the ring again. But like I said earlier, basically thought for the last 3 WrestleManias, we got to invest in the old guys again.
Yeah. Yeah. So
screw the new guys.
Yeah. Yeah, and plus, I mean, it seems like they're gonna use Undertaker and Lesnar in one match already. So that's one match with
two guys in one match. Yeah,
so that kind of cancels out a little bit. So there's another spot maybe for a guy like Goldberg, and so see how things play out.
I mean, because it's coming. I mean, like I said, Survivor Series is coming up.
It'll be here before. Yeah,
WrestleMania is coming sooner than later.
Yeah, and I mean, Christmas time, it kind of flies, and then here we are. Then January comes around, and we're already thinking about the Royal Rumble build up.
Which, by the way, the last live show is in our
that's
area.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right. So we'll definitely have to look into going to that. I mean,
because like I said, I mean, I've heard that they might have a few Royal Rumble preview matches on there. Not that we're gonna get the actual finish to the pay-per-view matches, but they're usually known as test matches.
Yeah.
They test the match, see how it goes in front of a live crowd, and then if something doesn't work out well, they change it quick for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That way nobody embarrasses themselves in front of a live pay-per-view audience.
Yeah.
Because not that we paid to obviously watch it, but it's $15 compared to $50.
Yeah.
So obviously, somebody what's more for the buck. Obviously, watching pay per view.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
And maybe an injury. Maybe might get an injury. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been playing live. Most live events is when you have somebody tear an ACL or something, and then they're out for 6 months. And
yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah. I mean, heading into Survivor Series, I guess we kind of got the. I guess the matches we were expecting, the tag team match, obviously, bit of a mixed bag, and then got the rematch with Del Rio and Cena, whatever, and
Big Show in a main event,
and then Big Show against Orton,
and Orton getting no help.
Yeah, I get.
That's the story.
I can't beat him alone. Yeah,
I can't beat him alone. Oh, you know what? I get.
It's like early in the year when Big Show was still heel. Didn't Orton beat Big Show by does anybody remember that?
Yeah, no. When did Orton become such a pussy all of a sudden?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. was a little confrontational
I
there.
understand the whole chicken shit heel concept, but my God, I mean, I agree with Tyler. It was an Extreme Rules match at Extreme Rules, and Orton beat Big Show clean.
Yeah. Yeah, like, that wasn't too long ago. I mean...
It was this year.
Yeah, I mean...
Like I said, the whole heel and face concepts just warp,
yeah,
I think, people's minds sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, this is the WWE Championship here.
Because this is the whole Big Show that said he doesn't work for free at one point
Yeah.
when he was a heel. And now it's, I'm fired? I'm still showing up for work. I mean...
Yeah. In a big rig. And,
yeah, the big rig. Yeah, Stone Cold Big Show coming down to the ring at this moment.
And then I'll depart in an English taxi when I'm not supposed to be there. Yeah, I mean, it's some odd stuff here, but yeah. I mean,
I'm surprised he even fit in that little thing.
Yeah.
They
were showing him trying to get in, and it was like, he was having a hard time.
He got in.
Yeah.
And then common nice pub. I want to go to a pub.
Yeah.
Take it to an English pub.
Yeah.
Let's go drink beer somewhere. See, he is Stone Cold Steve Austin, pretty much.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, I guess we expect Orton to keep the title, obviously. And
I would not be surprised, like I said, if these two are the two champions for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I would not.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Yeah, because
who they're facing, I don't know.
Yeah.
You hear this champion versus champion match. You hear about Punk maybe getting thrown in there against Orton, maybe.
Yeah, that could be interesting. Yeah,
I'm curious what the main event's going to be for Mania now.
And Daniel Bryan, I'm curious about too. His, it's different. It's different feel with Daniel Bryan.
But Raw for 2 straight weeks is closed with his team play. That's the thing. Even with Cena back,
that's true. Yeah, in tag team.
Even with Cena back, though, he's not closing the show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that
actually Orton wasn't even closing the show either. I mean, the people closing the show were Punk and Bryan.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that's saying to the.
Yeah. But I mean that, and Cena's kind of he's feuding for the the runner-up,
the B
title.
show, the B title,
the B show,
it's the B title,
yeah, the B show, yeah,
yeah.
And I mean all we saw him in was like a 5 to 7 minute promo with Del Rio, and I mean so
my shoulder's better.
Yeah. So yeah, and then there's.
I mean it's at Boston.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Mixed reaction.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Face it, we're seeing now. It's never a positive reaction. There's always.
Yeah.
It might vary sometimes, but it's always a mixed reaction with this guy.
Yeah, and I mean, Raw, like you said, the past couple weeks is closed with Daniel Bryan.
It's his theme playing.
And
out of all the
CM
guys
Punk,
in the ring, he's the guy playing.
And CM Punk, standing tall. Yet the Shield, things seem to be more about the Shield in this. I think maybe breaking up down the line. They're showing them backstage, talking to Orton and stuff. It seems to be more about them, even though, Daniel Bryan.
Well, once again,
it's getting the
when you
better
see the Wyatts of the Shield stare down in that tag match, the crowd was saying, "Oh God, please let this happen."
Yeah, like last week.
And once again, heard rumblings, but these two guys might actually feud at WrestleMania. Wyatt and Shield feud at WrestleMania.
Yeah, yeah.
And honestly, that would be the time to break up the Shield.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would set up. Yeah,
because to me, the Wyatts go over there, and it's because somebody in the Shield, probably Dean Ambrose, screws, or maybe Rollins and Ambrose screw Reigns, maybe.
Or they don't. Yeah, or they don't get along or something.
Yeah, something happens.
Or something happens, and Ambrose loses the U.S. title.
Maybe to Bray Wyatt. Maybe. Because Bray Wyatt's the only single superstar that's coming out of the Wyatt family.
Maybe, right now. I mean, I could. Something's going to happen. Bottom line, something's going to happen.
Although this whole tag team match is supposed to be done to put over these other two guys, which I can't forget their names. Which is why Harper and Rose, I think.
Harper, yeah.
Yeah, it's Luke Harper and I forget the other guy's name. But that's why so more fans can say, "Oh, these guys are legitimate too," because why be like the Shield?
Yeah,
to be legitimate guys technically.
Yeah. I think
Bray Wyatt's the talking guy and the legitimate guy. The other two guys are just almost like support right now.
Yeah.
And they don't want that. They want this to be almost like a new Shield.
Yeah, especially if they're gonna put the Shield against them. Yeah.
You need to have 3 strong individuals, not
exactly.
just one individual and 2 supporting cast.
Yeah.
You need 3 strong guys.
Yeah.
And which I guess is why maybe Harper and what's his name goes over Bryan and Punk probably on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because if they beat 2 quote-unquote main eventers...
Yeah, that would... Yeah, I mean...
You're taking it serious now, because what happened with the Shield?
Yeah.
Why do people say them serious? They beat main eventers.
Yeah. They continued to be, yeah.
The Elimination Chamber one shocked me because it was Ryback, Sheamus, and Cena.
Yeah.
Technically, your top 3 baby faces in the company.
Yeah. So.
On one team.
Yeah.
I remember the Star Monster saying, oh God, the one was the week before saying, oh God, the Shield had a great short run. This is Nexus over again. These guys are going to lose. They're going to get embarrassed.
Yeah.
What could have been? All of a sudden they win. And clean nonetheless. And all of a sudden it's like, oh damn, these guys are for real. Yeah. And WWE's actually going to stick with these guys.
Yeah. And after watching their debut match at TLC, I'm thinking, oh man, this should be good with the Shield. So yeah, I knew even from that first match that it would be for real.
I knew Seth Rollins was real, and I knew that Roman Reigns was the question mark.
Yeah.
But even now, he's looking like a guy that I can actually see him being the face of the company down the line.
Yeah. Or if not a face of the company, all 3 of them could be, in some form, a face. Ambrose can be
I mean, because all these guys are young. These 2 guys are like 3 of the youngest guys in the roster right now.
Yeah, late 20s. I mean, mid to late 20s. I think
mid-late 20s, which is pretty young for most of the guys in the roster. I mean, Cena's like I said, mid-30s.
Yeah, Cena's 36.
The countdown to the big 4-0 continues still. Because I keep praying that once it hits the 4-0, home maybe before, and that's it. His run as the quote unquote guy is done. Then.
Yeah.
Because after a while,
maybe it'll take another major injury or 2. I don't know, to maybe indicate.
Well, some people have said that too. I mean, how maybe it ends not on his term because that's happened to performers.
Yeah,
Edge did ended on his term. Neck injury. Yeah. Austin, same thing. Neck injury.
Yeah.
I'm not hoping Cena lands on his neck. I'm not hoping that.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah.
But I'm just saying that there's been plenty of talent that they've retired because there was an injury that they just said, no, you can't go out there anymore. You go out there, you're going to be in a wheelchair eventually.
Yeah.
And do you want to walk still? Yeah. Then don't wrestle anymore.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've seen Edge had to hang it up on his term, or not on his terms.
Yeah, not on his terms.
Yeah, and The Rock maybe now, albeit in some part-time matches, but just a series of them, and then, he was injured, and now, his status is questionable. So
he also has a lot of movies. He has a lot of big movies.
That too.
He just finished in Hercules, and now he's working on the new Fast and Furious movie.
Yeah. Yeah, that, and so I mean, Cena wrestling all the time, and it won't be very easy to stay healthy, I guess you could say.
People already have said that Cena has to be inhuman because he works a schedule that no human being could withstand.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Even Austin said when he was the face, he said, "Man, going to those interviews, day in, night out." And he says he doesn't know how John does it because John feels like he enjoys each one there. Austin, he has to put a fake smile on his face sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's why really Austin had no problem turning heel like at 17 because he thought, okay, the Rock actually likes the press and likes talking interviews and that. Yeah. Which I think is where he got this whole Hollywood concept going. Because once you win fans of that and can, do on talk shows, you just think, oh, actor.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, pretty much, I mean, it seems, I guess 3 matches at Survivor Series.
5.
5,
6, The Miz and Kofi Kingston matches.
Yeah, but I mean, like, three that really actually feel, like, important.
Well, yeah, I mean, because you got the Total Divas against the non-Total Divas match.
Yeah.
How big of a waste of time was the musical chairs? I saw it, and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a shot, because sometimes this is usually have been classic moments sometimes on Raw, like a sleeper maybe. And all of a sudden, it didn't even take that long until, oh no, we're not playing musical chairs anymore. We're just going to have a massive brawl. And apparently Jerry Lawler hates women now because he didn't want to go near anybody.
Yeah.
The old Lawler would go, puppies, cat fight, puppies, cat fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess it's been suggested, I wouldn't pay $50 for this pay-per-view the way it looks. But
I'm not paying until Royal Rumble comes out. It's Royal Rumble, WrestleMania for me. That's how it's, and maybe SummerSlam. Those are really, to me, the only 3 pay-per-views that WWE gives 2 shits about anymore.
Yeah, this does not seem like a big 4.
If they don't care, why should I care?
Right, yeah. Yeah, it does not seem like a big 4 pay-per-views it's used to be advertised, so. But nevertheless, I guess we'll see what happens, see what goes down.
I'm surprised we didn't talk about the Miz heel turn. Did we just not give the
Oh, yeah?
About the
Did Miz? He turn? I didn't even, see, this is the thing. I didn't even, I think I kind of tuned out there. I might have changed the channel to football quick to check.
I'm not going to lie. I did the same thing, too.
I didn't even, I don't even know what happened.
I mean, the Xavier Woods debut, I kind of missed that, too, because I'm kind of I mean, I like Xavier Woods, but they got rid of his Power Ranger gimmick.
Yeah.
He used to go, "It's morphin time," and someone said he might have said it in a match before he did his finisher, which looks amazing, the finisher. Yeah. But my God, on NXT, it's morphin time, and from Angel Grove, I mean,
yeah. Well,
what could have been? He could have had telling you that there would have been a lawsuit happening at that point from. But still, I mean, now he's teamed up with R-Truth, which to me almost sounds kind of maybe racist.
Yeah.
Let's see, we got a black guy. Let's pair up with the other black guy on the roster. Yeah. I don't want to say that because they got the primetime players too, but my God.
Yeah. But I mean, as far as the Miz heel turn
Xavier Woods is not the R-Truth gimmick.
Yeah.
Him trying to dance out to R-Truth's like rap is just, it didn't look natural to him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if it's the heel Miz that, back in the day, I mean, I'm not going to be that interested, really,
And that's essentially what it was, because it was essentially Kingston was trying to reach, and Miz was kind of doing like this, and just slowly moved to the way. And all of a sudden, Kofi tries to do like one of those, big like leaps.
Yeah.
And Miz just like jumps on the turnbuckle and just goes like, "Oh, what did I just do?" And the fans are he's like, "What did I do? What did I do?"
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess cocky MTV Miz is coming back.
Yeah, I don't know whether or not that's gonna land him on pay-per-views consistently. I guess remains to be seen, but
apparently not, because Penny's on the kickoff show.
Yeah, so yeah, I guess we'll see if it goes anywhere. I guess, but
God. We're actually gonna end it with the Miz, with that. Oh, the Miz, man, some of his career, what could have been?
Yeah. So
that's how we're gonna end this show. With the Miz.
Yeah. So I guess that'll wrap things up for this edition of the Great Wrestling Debate.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with Survivor Series this Sunday,
and we'll see what happens with Michael Strahan showing up in Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, that too. Yeah,
I'm guessing a lot of Monday Night Football shots will be happening.
Yeah. So stay tuned for that. Obviously, it could be interesting.
Maybe a match where some of the guys wear football uniforms of their favorite teams.
Yeah, like a Pro Bowl battle royal or something, or I don't know. Over the top.
Maybe Strahan's just going to tackle somebody.
Yeah, who knows? So, thanks for tuning in as always, and just stay tuned for next week on the Great Wrestling Debate.